What it is, people out there, is the Just Talk Show. Right here, we got the professor in the building. We got SG, we got MJ, we got Spider, Ziggy, Junior, and my man AJ. Go ahead and speak to the people.
Let's go and get this show rolling, guys. And don't nobody log off. Watch the whole show.
There you go. Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got some good topics tonight we're going to talk about. First thing, we're going to jump out the gate. It's going to be that preemptive pardons that Joe Biden is considering for the future enemies of 47, a.k.a. known as 45, or some of you call him the Teflon Don or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I call him a fat boy, eating a McDonald's burger or something. But, a lot of people had their different opinions about him. But, you know what I'm saying, he already got a vendetta. You know what I'm saying? He said he got a mandate because, the world put him back in office. So that was a good shot, you know what I'm saying, with a McDonald's fries, knowing he can't serve nothing. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure don't want to eat a burger or fries that he cooked. But I digress. The whole point is, Biden already setting himself up to, go out as a lame duck. But that's cool, but he did do a deed that all of us would agree on. Maybe his approach was a little wrong, but we would all agree with the results. If your child was up for federal time, you would damn sure pardon him too. So he went on ahead and did that for his son, a little lookout. All presidents have done in the past. And we see that, the president-elect is coming in and he's ready to stab some people in the back or stab some people in the face, rather for some shit that has went on in the past, for the accusations and allegations and all that, different things that's going on. So everybody speak on that, get a little take on that, on the preemptive pardons of
hey, before you do that, Professor, let's everybody check out this Just Talk Show.
Now to Washington. Sources tell ABC News President Biden is considering preemptive pardons before President-elect Trump takes office next month. In discussions with senior aides, Biden is reportedly weighing the possibility of protecting current and former officials that his administration believes could be targeted under the Trump administration. This after the president made waves last week when he officially pardoned his son Hunter Biden after publicly stating multiple times that he would not. ABC News legal contributor and author of Pardon Power: How the Pardon System Works and Why, Kim Wheel joins me now for more. Kim, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Some of the potential names being floated for these pardons includes retired General Mark Milley, former GOP Representative Liz Cheney, Senator-elect Adam Schiff, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Do you think this action is really necessary to protect those officials? And is there a legal precedent for preemptive pardons?
Well, there's a lot of controversy already floating around this idea. I've been on the side that I think it is an important thing for the Biden administration to seriously consider, because we're in a new moment with the Justice Department. The incoming president-elect Donald Trump tried in his last term to use the Justice Department to go after his political enemies. His attorneys general at the time refused to do that. Presumably Chris Wray, his appointee FBI director, has 3 years left in his term, also refused to do that, which is why he's proposed to replace him, presumably, with Kesh Patel. So I think these are really protective pardons, because Trump, if he moves forward on these prosecutions, would be undermining the justice system and the rule of law. So it's really Joe Biden responding to the moment, which is a very grave and serious moment. There certainly are historical precedents for broadly worded pardons. Jimmy Carter pardoned draft dodgers in the Vietnam War, didn't name them, didn't necessarily have any indictments against those folks or courts martials in place. Also, Richard Nixon was pardoned by Gerald Ford for unenumerated crimes, things that hadn't actually been charged. So it's not unprecedented to do this. It's unprecedented that there's a need to do this by virtue of Donald Trump promising to use the Justice Department for vengeance.
And Kim Whaley.
And we'll just cut it there. Go ahead, Professor. We'll let y'all go ahead.
Yeah, that's basically a good idea. That what he's doing is he protecting. Joe Biden is protecting U.S. citizens from being a part of a dictatorship. I mean, what we're seeing is this man is unprecedented in a sense of he got a vendetta against some people, and I mean, it's not rightfully so. I mean, everything that and everybody who said things about him is things that he brought onto himself. You got to accept accountability. It just is what it is. His newest excuse now is, we were on track, but COVID happened and we had to handle COVID and we handled it great. No, you didn't. Everyone knows you didn't. So you can't blame Fauci for COVID. You can't blame Liz Cheney for turning her back on the Republican Party. You can't blame Adam Schiff for impeaching you, going through the impeachment trials with you twice. You can't just let the stuff go. If you can't let that go and you want to go at them, then concede that you lost in 2020. But you can't do that. So you can't do this. So it's just, move forward. Move forward. Stop being a spoiled brat. That's all it come down to. That's a spoiled brat.
I'd like to respond to that, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What I have to say about that, man, that sounds crazy, man. First of all, in order to receive a pardon, you had to commit a crime. Let's start there. What are these crimes that these people have committed? Now, Trump, what if he's gonna go after his political opponents, just like they went after him and locked him up about all type of crazy stuff, just like they went after his lawyers and all his son and everything. We haven't even got to that bridge yet. What we have here is an unprecedented move by a president to issue blanket preemptive pardons for crimes that haven't even committed and haven't even been charged. For guys like Dr. Fauci that's been accused of doing the AIDS epidemic, and he's accused of the gang of function research, which is hyperweaponization of the virus and weaponize this to shut down the whole country. We talking about this guy's a supervillain here, man, and he don't need to be held accountable. I mean, this is egregious, man. I mean, what y'all got to say to that?
I agree with you, SG. I mean, that's outrageous. You know what I'm saying? You got people. What are they charges that they committing? Like, let's say Hunter Biden. You know what I'm saying? Who if I'm not mistaken, allegedly dropped some dope off in the White House. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing going around. I don't want. I just want to make some fun of it, but I mean. If he get pardoned for that, man, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but like you said, Dr. Fauci too, them doing their research over there, like you said, making superhumans or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they got going on. They could be making anything, mermaids and all the stuff, the creatures that we don't know of, but and they trying to come up with viruses and stuff that's don't cure from certain diseases, and they haven't came up, but they don't want to cure AIDS and cancer and stuff that's been killing people for days or years around here. So but that's funny to me. But like you said, I hope Trump come on in and change some of that, and let's get some stuff going so we can get this government going right. Or else, I already know people will overthrow the government.
Yeah, appreciate that. I want to say one more final thing before I let somebody else get it. Man, we got to stop playing. For guys like Ray, man, that's just so, indoctrinated by this politician, we're just going to hate this man. We got to look at what's really going on, man. It's like they do what they want to do and then accuse you of doing what they doing. Like they actually went after him and indicted him with over 96 different indictments, man. They actually went after the man for political reasons. And that's what they did. He never went after nobody politically when he was president the first time. And so, I mean, what y'all got to say to that?
Hey, man, maybe you was like, under a rock or something like that, but you know why he got impeached the first time, right? You know why Trump got impeached the first time, right? I'm asking that question because if you don't, I'm going to educate you on that.
Well, he wasn't impeached. He was found innocent, but go ahead.
No. An impeachment trial took place twice. That means he's been impeached. Doesn't mean he was convicted. What it means is he's been impeached.
Yeah, okay, so he wasn't convicted. So it wasn't true. Hold
on. It's not whether it's you understand the reason why he was impeached the first time, right?
What was it?
What you said is that he doesn't go after his political opponents. The reason he was impeached the first time is because he went to Ukraine and told Ukraine, hey, we're not going to give you aid unless you find me some dirt.
Oh my
Biden.
God.
Okay, so that's
Man,
using
that's what,
that's
oh my
using
God, man. That's what Joe Biden said, his famous speech when he said, I'm not gonna give you this $1 billion. You're literally quoting what Joe Biden did. Man, I'm
Joe
about to
Biden.
mute up, man. I can't listen to this anymore.
Joe
Go ahead.
Biden. Joe
Somebody else
Biden
talk.
didn't do that, brother. Joe Biden didn't get impeached. Donald Trump did. I don't know where you're getting your news source from, brother, but that's what took place. That's the facts. Don't have a Mandela effect. The facts are Joe Biden was a target of Donald Trump, a political target of Donald Trump from the beginning, his first term. That's the first thing he got impeached for. The second time he got impeached was because he came at them and said something to where, let me look back at this one. It was a difference of where he talked about the damn votes or some shit. It was about votes. He tried to leverage the cat in Georgia or some shit. Hold on. Let's go back.
All right, well, why you thinking, my guy?
Yeah,
Let me
Let
Let me go ahead and fire off real quick. Hey, HD, change the audio avatar as well for me, my brother. But look, man, you know, the dude was smoking crack and lying on documents to get guns and stuff. That's what he's been charged for. And I'm talking about Hunter Biden. That was that first pardon that his dad gave. He gave his son a pardon for smoking crack. And it's kind of funny to me, but nah, I mean, not really funny, but it's funny because you know, whatever else he was into, I think, you know, it could have been implicated and tied into his dad. And that's probably another reason why he gave a blanket pardon like that to go back for, I believe, about 10 years. So to me, when you're doing that type of thing, just like SG invoked, I mean, what are you covering? What are we covering up? What crimes are we covering up? Even especially when you talk about people like Fauci and whomever else, you know, he's giving blanket pardons to. But I mean, I will say this: what is unprecedented is the way he's giving the pardons, but it's not unprecedented that he's giving pardons on his way out, because usually most presidents wait to their last day to where, you know, nobody else will really notice how many pardons they gave and this and that and the third. But, you know, he's giving the pardons out where everybody can still talk about it, where we have at least a month time to talk about it, and he's doing things. I mean, he really don't care at this point. I think he just like, hey, man, I'm on my way out. They pushed me out, you know, and he probably had a better chance of winning than the other candidates that they had in place. And so he felt like, man, y'all push me out. I'm just gonna start doing whatever I want to do. Another thing he did was sending those missiles to, or allowing Ukraine to use those missiles. I mean, you know, as if you're going out, I think a lot of things that you shouldn't do is stuff like that. When it comes to foreign policy, you're on your way out. You shouldn't be creating new shit or new things for the new coming in president to deal with. But as far as back to the pardons and what we're really talking about, I really think like what we said is just to cover his ass and his son's ass and all his people, you know, on the crimes that they're committing. But one big fact that I would like to point out, you know, you can hate on Trump all you want to, but at least Trump had, you know, some people that my same skin color and my likeness that he did pardon. You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of that happening on the other side. That's my comments.
Hey man, I don't care if Kodak Black got pardoned. He back in jail now. And I don't care if Lil Wayne got pardoned.
He's actually not. He
out
dropped
now.
Video dropped about 2 or 3 days ago.
He out.
Which that don't mean he's not locked up, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm just saying, I don't think Kodak Black is something positive for any whatever culture that's out there. But let's be clear.
Lil Wayne too.
Yeah, Lil Wayne too. Yeah, I said Lil Wayne.
We had other people too. We had other people.
Yeah, other people, but I mean that's fine. I mean, I don't care. People of my skin color have been pardoned and put in jail for different things and all that. But going back to the point of the preemptive pardons, that video that was played earlier stated that even Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon, who resigned as president. And Richard Nixon, the reason why he resigned is because of the Watergate scandal. He was leading in the polls and was going to win the election, but he had a group of people break into the Democratic headquarters and try to see what their secrets were and this, that, and the third. That's the reason why he resigned, because it came back to his front door. Now, he didn't have to resign, but he would have been impeached, and then he would have been successfully convicted because of the stuff that took place. Now, as far as Trump with his impeachment, I was going to clear this up. He got impeached the first time because of abuse of power, which he was trying to leverage against Ukraine for the aid, so that they can find some type of dirt on Joe Biden. And the second time he was impeached, it was for the insurrection that took place. That's the reason he was impeached the second time, when he was out of office. And the reason they impeached him the second time was to prevent him from being able to run as president if they would have convicted him. If he would have got convicted in that second impeachment, he would not be president right now.
You know
that
what
was
they
the
say?
reason for.
One question. Was he convicted?
Go ahead and convict themselves. We appreciate you letting us know that it was a political charge. Hey, but how about we let somebody else talk, Mr.
So
Professor?
the insurrection
We got other guys on the panel who would like to speak to the pardon subject, man. You know, let's let somebody else, get their take in. We appreciate you though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Spider, CJ, Ziggy, AJ, anybody?
Well, this just talk AJ, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this is my take on that. I feel as long as you don't have a sort of say violent crime, you deserve a pardon. But I also believe that talking about politics on this cast, it is to me is you're stuck in a matrix. I mean, we were all poor. If you're not making over $150,000 a year, you're considered poor. You're not considered middle class or high class. So I mean, we're not going to change this. Nobody's going to, reach out to us or hear us. Maybe, hopefully, that'll happen, but I doubt it. So I believe talking about politics or whatever happened in politics is don't even matter. But that's my take on that. If you haven't committed a violent crime, you deserve a pardon. No matter, unless you did something about some kids or some rapists or something, then that's something else. But maybe some of them deserve a pardon, maybe some of them don't. What you think, Spider?
Hey, real quick before Spider go, in my opinion, AJ, the politics do kind of, not control, but they do affect your everyday life in ways that you may or may not even pay attention to. I'll just put it like that. If you look at it like especially like in the when you say Spider, because he always likes to bring these up, your local laws, your state laws. Oh hell yeah, they affect you, bro. And so people that you put in, that you vote in, those are the people who are driving those laws, especially the city laws. Like, hey, they might want to say, for instance, on the highway, the speed limit need to be 55, but your senator or your public representative can change it to 70 because everybody else doing 70. Just little things like that. And I'm just giving that as an example. And it'll affect you every day. You just got to tap in and pay attention. So maybe not so much on that big level of the federal laws, like with the presidency or whatnot, but they do. It gets up to that level as well. The presidency affects your everyday life in ways that you may not understand as well. So if you just kind of tap in a little bit more and kind of look, yeah, it's there, but if you off the grid, then you're off the grid, that's different. But like it affects things like the taxes that you get when you get your paycheck, stuff like that, all kind of stuff, man. You just got to kind of look at it and see it. But if you one of them people who don't work every day and don't get a paycheck that the feds tax and the state taxes, especially like us in Texas, we lucky. We don't even have a state income tax where they taking money out of our check. So just stuff like that. My bad. I ain't mean to run on a rant. But if anybody else
Well,
want to go.
well, that's what I was getting at. What you said. I mean, you said that when it comes to certain votes, I don't even believe our votes matter. I mean, we go on and on about votes matter, but is all of those votes getting to the polls? Is all of those votes getting to where they need to go, MJ?
You know what? I was into this last election, I was gonna say they didn't, but this last election taught me that if they trying to kill somebody, stop him from being the president, this shit does matter. I mean, that's just point blank and period. They didn't try to kill him twice. It's like, now, since we can't lock him up, we're gonna try to kill him. We've tried everything. We've tried to use political power to lock him up to stop him from running. I mean, what's up with that? Why are they? I mean, that's just another question. I'm sorry, AJ. I didn't mean to even ask that question. But why are they using political power? I mean, the political offices and the FBI and all that just to try to lock this man up. That's weird.
Hey, so y'all are acting like that a president in the past hasn't been killed. Like that ain't political. That ain't politicized.
What?
Like JFK didn't get assassinated in front of his wife.
Abraham Lincoln.
Man,
That
are you
wasn't
literally?
all of it.
Are you trying to
JFK
normalize
got shot by somebody.
There, I say
assassination?
it always is. What you mean
He
is
got
not
shot by
political?
somebody in his back seat, man.
Well, I'm
I'm
saying,
saying
what do you
is-
mean it's not political though? Because it definitely is.
Well, what I'm saying is, y'all, you acting like this is something brand new. That's what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying.
not.
Like this ain't.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I ain't acting like it's something brand new. What I'm speaking to is that it actually happened here recently. And why are they trying to do that? What are they trying to stop? It ain't, what's going on?
This their agenda, bro. That's what it is, to make you feel that you have to vote a certain way. I mean, I watched this man. He got shot in the ear, right? I mean, he got shot in the ear, right? Like we can agree that that's what the assassination attempt.
He didn't get shot in the ear. It grazed his ear.
When it hit his ear. His ear got hit. His ear got touched by a bullet, right?
Yeah.
And he was bleeding from his ear.
Mm-hmm.
So it was supposed to be like a rip or something on his ear. If a bullet from a rifle, an assault rifle, if a bullet hits your ear, it should tear it. I mean, I would think, right? It should tear it, right?
Yeah, it was a little tear, a little squat there. It's a little.
Yeah, he done been on podcasts with people. He didn't show people the wound on his ear, man. So what are we gonna get? We're gonna get into this foolishness of he didn't get shot and normalizing getting shot, man. What the man is saying, man, that they tried to kill him, just like they tried to kill JFK. It's not a normal thing. It's not a normal thing for people to behave in this way.
They really try to kill him.
SJ, hold on, Ray, real quick. Well, SJ, people get shot every day, B.
Right.
Yeah.
Presidents
Exactly.
don't.
Just because it's Trump, I mean,
Ronald Reagan got shot.
And he wasn't president as of yet. Was he running?
Right.
Was he fulfilling his?
I'm saying, but we're not talking about. Listen, we're not talking about Memphis. Listen, we're not talking about Memphis street crime or Jackson street crime here. We're not talking about like our next subject. We got, just like with this guy. I'm going to be on our next subject with the CEO.
Oh.
This is a political hit. This is a hit, man, on a running president of the free world. I mean,
Ronald Reagan
come on,
got
man.
shot. Ronald Reagan got shot. They tried to shoot him when he was a president in the 1980s.
You're missing my point, sir. You're missing my point.
That was a free world, man. Donald Trump ain't nobody. He just the presidency who got a whole bunch of family.
He a man.
But see,
he's a man.
As a young man, you're not looking at what the office of the presidency of the United States is, man. He's officially the leader of the free world, man. So when you're the president of the United States, you run half the fucking world, my guy.
Man, if that man would have got shot, we probably would have went to Civil War, man. Come on, bro.
Now he is.
If that man would have got killed, we probably would have went to Civil War.
He was not the president when his life was attempted assassinated. He was not the president yet.
True.
He was a former president running to be president. What's your point? What's you guys' point in making these and making? I need y'all to make a point.
That's my point.
That's your point, that he wasn't the president yet?
No.
Okay, so that's true.
But don't buy into that.
That's true. We'll go ahead and say that's true. He wasn't the president yet, but what I would say on top of that,
some of the stuff
is that he was the president before, and they trying to stop him from being the president because they have like Ray said, they have an agenda. And he's stopping that agenda. He's a monkey wrench in their plans, and they can't have that.
Hey, so let me ask this question then. Since we established that he's been assassination attempts, you think he's gonna stop? because we know in the past that presidents have been assassinated.
See, that's a loaded question right there. You sound
Yeah, is
like
you
a
gonna be a
Democrat.
host or you gonna ask weird
Look,
questions all night, man?
Look, that question right there, man. You need to watch it, man. This is a podcast where you
No,
finna
I'm
talk.
not.
Hold
I'm not promoting.
on.
I'm not promoting
Listen to me,
violence.
bro.
What I'm
Listen
saying
to me.
is,
Listen to me.
do
One
you think
thing
it's
we
going to
must
take place
respect.
again?
Well, one thing I will do is I respect this office. Just like I would never sit up here and say, man, can somebody go ahead and shoot Joe Biden? I would never do that, man. Let's not
Nobody
do
said
that,
that.
bro.
Nobody's
That's what
saying
you
that.
insinuating, though.
No,
Is
I'm
it
not
gonna stop?
insinuating none of that.
Is it gonna
Do you
stop?
think
You
it'll
sound
take
like you
place?
really want it to happen, man. Y'all Democrats,
No,
y'all
nobody
really,
Yeah,
want.
man, this
y'all
man,
some,
Nobody
y'all
wants
do
to
some
see the
y'all hear
man
this
hypocrites,
die.
man.
dude?
Y'all some
Nobody
Can
wants
I
to
give
see the
hypocrites,
my
man.
man die.
does anyone mind if I give my take?
Oh yeah,
Yes, go
we've
ahead,
been
please,
trying to
go
invoke
ahead.
you, dog. I'm sorry about that. Hell yeah,
Go ahead,
we
Jen.
definitely want your take.
Please talk. Please.
Oh yeah.
Just talk
Good
CJ.
evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Just Talk. But yeah, man, everything that's going on in the world these days, man. I know y'all have gotten into multiple discussions on this one topic, but let's try to get back on the focus what the original question was that Diego had posed, and I believe it was. Will you repeat the question for me?
It was in regards to the preemptive pardons. Do you think that Joe
Oh yeah.
Biden was wrong with preemptive pardons?
Well, it sets up a bad precedent just pardoning people, so I can go out and do whatever I want to do, and just because the president has pardoned me, there's going to be no repercussion for it, and that's setting up a bad precedent with people going forward. So, say if I were to get into office and have political scandal and have multiple women that I'm paying off under the table, and I'm over here funding France to go to war against Germany, and all type of back closet things that that are inappropriate when you're a political person that you shouldn't be doing. And now, just because the president says so, I'm gonna say, hey, you're pardoned already, and you hadn't committed a crime. That's kind of reverse order. You're taking the power away from the judicial system where it should lie, and it shouldn't lie in just the president's hand. I understand you can pardon people once they've been convicted, but we're skipping steps. We're not even letting the judicial system play out. So this is bad precedence going forward. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I understand the thing with Hunter Biden or whatever. The professor mentioned earlier. You're not gonna sit there and let your child suffer if you're able to get them out of it. But just doing it just because Joe Blow is my partner, no, that just makes us look like clowns in the eyes of Russian, China, and Taiwan, and all these other people that are watching Korea. They're watching, and they're in waiting for us to be at our weakest point, and then they're going to attack. I know, on multiple shows, MJ and SG have mentioned that illegal migrants have been coming through Texas in droves, heading up all through America. So if there's a terrorist cell, it's already here. It's not like it's on the way. It's already here. So we just need to be conscious as citizens here in the U.S. that you know everything that looks good is not good. You know, and that's just my take on it. I don't feel that that should be something that Mr. Biden does on his way out of office. I understand you being a lame duck, but at the same time, just leave with grace. Don't leave a trail of, what I'm saying, bad decisions on your way out. And that's
Hey,
my final thing.
I just want to jump in real quick, Julian, and explain the preemptive pardons that he's considering is for Anthony Fauci, Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, and possibly Benny Thompson. Now, let me break this down real quick and real brief. Benny Thompson, Liz Cheney, and Adam Schiff all believe that the insurrection was incited by Donald Trump. We all know it took place January 6, 2020. We all know it took place. Whether you believe it didn't, that's fine, but you know it took place. That's the reason why the preemptive pardons are being considered for those three. in regards to not have retribution from Donald Trump. Now,
So
the
you
other
talking
part,
about
Okay. So what
so
is
you
Once
been
crime?
talking
it's
about
on, real brief. Once it's on the
you been
books,
talking to
once
Trump,
it's
huh?
on the
Check this
books,
out.
once it's on
That's
the
your
books,
partner.
we
You
can
got his
use it for
number.
anyone. Once it's
You
on the
got Joe
books,
Biden
it
number.
can be used for anyone. Once it's on the books, it can be used for anyone.
Gerald Ford already done it. The president in the past has already done it for Richard Nixon, who resigned because he had broke into Watergate. What I'm saying is Donald Trump has already said he's going to get retribution against the people that he feel like he's
Well, let
being
me ask you
accused.
this, Professor. And you saying that, what did he do when he first got to office? He said he was going to lock Hillary up. Well, they said, no, I'm sorry. They said he said that he was going to lock Hillary up. He never actually said that. He didn't lock her up, man. He's
He
not that
never
type
had
of
the
guy, man.
sense.
What I'm
He
saying
never
is
had
he's
those
not
sense.
that type of guy. But what
He
we
never had
saying is
those
he
sense.
should be. He should be. What we saying is he should be. But what I'm saying to you is the very question that you're asking right now, Donald Trump won't do it because he's a cool dude, bro. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna make you start crying by locking all your people up. But Biden made sure that he couldn't do it by pardoning everyone. You know,
He ain't
so
pardoned him yet. He has not pardoned anyone. He's
well, like you said,
considering.
it's preemptive, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna happen before he leave office.
Hey, Donald,
What they doing? If y'all don't mind me, let me interject right quick. What they doing a beta test. They trying to set it out there to see where the people be outraged or can they get away with it. Well, you got guys like Fauci, man, that's been accused, like I said, of gain of function research, man. This man, you talking about deaths, like AJ spoke of. This man was responsible for millions of deaths. So just to even like the Benny Thompson and all them, okay, whatever, fine. I mean, I don't care about all that. That's just smoke and mirrors. But when you got guys, I believe the real hit is Fauci, man. Fauci, this guy got a lot of dirt on him, and for him to, I believe they're just throwing him and everybody else in the mix just to water him down. And if he preemptively pardoned this man, I mean, and JFK, he's part of the new administration, right? He actually wrote a book about how Dr. Fauci was allegedly responsible for the AIDS epidemic, man. And there's a lot
you
of
mean RFK?
research on.
He said
Yeah,
RFK, not JFK.
yeah,
RFK.
RFK. Yeah, excuse me. RFK. He wrote a book. I don't know if you have read it or if you know about this, but you know what I'm saying. He was allegedly, did the same thing with the AIDS virus, gain of function research to make it more deadly and target, people like me and you, Black people, gays, and whoever was affected by this. Millions of people that died off of that in all different type of countries, man. And if he's allegedly responsible for coordinating with the World Health Organization to release the C-19, man, come on, man. This is worldwide evil level type guy, man. And to even the thought of giving this guy a blanket pardon for all his crimes, man. I mean, that's just egregious, man. And you can say what you want to, Ray. You can spin it how you want to, but I know in your hearts, you know I'm right. So let's go on here, you spin and change the subject.
Hold on,
Look, now,
before you go,
go ahead.
Professor. Hey, we need to get the other guys' take on this, and it's about that
Yeah,
time to flip the topic, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Let's
yeah, I'm
get
about to get ready to move
our
that.
last little round on this.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to move it to the next topic. But Spider, Ziggy, AJ, y'all got anything to add to it? Junior, I know CJ, you had something else you wanted to add in real quick.
We can go ahead and move on. I mean, you ain't got to stop and ask us if we want to say something. If we want to say something, we're gonna chime in. We might be researching stuff still. You don't never talk on nothing unless you know what you're talking about. So
My man.
So when it's time to move on, yeah, if you ain't ready, you got to catch the end of the moving train.
Right.
You did.
We just want to make sure y'all get a chance because some people just
don't
like
man.
butting in.
We ain't holding hands over here, man. Just talk. Goddamn it, ain't no hold barred. We ain't holding no hands and all that right there tomorrow. Hey, you want to get a chance in? Well, we're gonna jump in there, shoot his spiel, give his, run his demo, and yeah, you either be argumentative about it, debate night, or nothing at all. So when it comes down to the end, we say we finna move subject. If ain't nobody saying, hey, wait, I want to say this right here, then we just the train put it away from the station, baby.
Choo choo. So I just want to say this real quick, real quick.
That,
so I can answer SG real fast and tell him. First off, I don't give a damn if Trump, try to go after his political opponents or not. Now his people that he want to go after, they're gonna probably have a preemptive pardon, so he can't go after them. Whether you believe Fauci did 100 million, 100 billion murders, I don't give a damn. We moving on to the next subject. The assassination.
And there we have it. We got that on record.
Hey.
We got that on record, guys.
Hey, you got it on record.
We have a stark Democrat saying that he don't care. Hold on, let me finish. We have this guy on record saying that he don't care if Dr. Fauci murdered 1 million people. He don't give a damn.
He ain't done that, and I'm not about to put that on that man. What I'm saying is, I'm being sarcastic, sir. I'm being sarcastic in the sense of.
No, you sound like a regular Democrat. As long as it's going on,
if
as long as it's going just with your talking point, you don't matter who dies or who gets hurt or whatever, right? This man can start a new virus, right? Just to bring down Trump again. You wouldn't give a damn, right? As long as your mama don't die. Maybe she. Oh, okay. We don't want to talk about that.
So hold on. You think that Fauci started COVID? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
okay.
Allegedly, yes.
All right.
Yes,
I get it.
Actually, man, come on, bro. He was head of gain of function research for the health department. This is his job to make viruses more deadlier. This is what he does. He coordinated. It's on record, my nigga. How fucking dumb can you be?
So, Fauci has also made Lysol, correct?
Man, are we hearing that shit, guys? Man, I'm about to lose my goddamn mind, bro. I mean, are y'all hearing this shit? Am I the only person hearing this?
Lysol, you know what COVID is? COVID is coronavirus, right? And on a Lysol can, it says it stops coronavirus. So I'm just saying. So Fauci has Fauci the puppet master.
I know you're not that slow, bro. You know what coronavirus is. It's a type of virus like a common cold, but the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, C-19, was a different variant that was enhanced. It was genetically altered to be enhanced in a laboratory. Now, I know you know that, so please don't come on this show trying to motherfucking play these games, man.
And dare I say, that was a political tool. They did that to fuck up Trump's presidency. This time, they're trying to start World War III to fuck up his presidency. Come on, man. Stop acting
So they let a whole pandemic go.
Yes.
Just for Donald Trump.
They don't give a fuck about it. Just like you said, you don't give a fuck that Fauci killed millions of people. You think they give a fuck?
You saying
somebody mute this guy, man. Hey, somebody mute this guy, bro. I hate to say it, man. I'm about to unhost you. Somebody mute this guy.
You the small guy, and you said that. What you think they give a fuck about the small man?
You done pissed me off with this shit.
The powers that be were so naive that they said we want to release a pandemic.
Not naive, sir. Not naive. They ain't naive at all.
Okay, whatever adjective we want to use, but you want to say the powers that be. Okay, the powers that be.
Motherfucker, they did what they wanted to do. They don't give a fuck.
Because of Trump.
Let's stop sugarcoating.
So Trump is good.
My guy say it's just talk. He did crank me up with that shit. But look here though. But we can't all goddamn sing together.
So Trump is the good guy?
Man, somebody mute this man. Somebody mute this man, bro. This guy here is this man delusional.
Well,
I think we need to move on to our next topic. I think we need to move on.
That's why I said move to the next, because we can all agree. We can all agree to disagree, and we're just gonna have a disagreement at this moment.
Man, nah, ain't nobody agreeing with that bullshit you just said, man. That's the most greatest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Hey,
I don't agree to do none of that. Disagree or nothing. That shit is
everybody has opinions. I respect your opinions. I hope you respect mine.
I don't agree to disagree. That shit is egregious, and you need to be taught and feathered. I don't agree to disagree.
Let's be mature and not children. Now let's move forward, and we'll talk about the assassination of the CEO of UnitedHealthcare by the name of Brian Thompson. He was assassinated in the city of New York at around 6:45 a.m. It was caught on camera. The suspected assassin had a silencer on a weapon. Now, in the city of New York, you're not allowed to have guns, but this man was able to have one. He put a silencer on it, and he ran up on the man. He shot him 3 times. In between the second and third shot, the gun jammed on him. He was able to get the gun unjammed and put another bullet into the man and walk calmly across the street. And that's where we at now. What are your thoughts on it? Why do you think this hit basically took place?
Was it a hit or was it a murder? Was it an assassination or was it a murder? That's my question. I mean,
they both one and the same.
was it,
It's still a murder.
this is my take. This is my take, Professor. This is my
Yeah.
take, guy. Was it assassination or was it a murder? It's kind of rhetorical. I'm not looking for a question. I'm trying to give a take. So we can look at it a lot of ways. We can actually say that somebody actually walked up on this guy and just decided to shoot him, and maybe try to rob him. But you know what I'm saying? But all that would look stupid because I don't think he even tried to get a wallet or nothing like that. He just walked up and shot him. So I mean, it's a good reasoning of why everybody's saying it's an assassination. And also, he's a rich CEO of UnitedHealthcare. So yeah, I mean, I guess when you got people like that that's getting murdered in the street, we gonna call it an assassination, not just a murder, not just a motherfucker walked up and randomly shot him in the head or whatever he did. So but yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go with the assassination thing, yeah, man. I mean, we can look at it a lot of ways. A lot of people say, oh, well, what if it was somebody that he didn't pay a claim on? Some people that he owes some money to that didn't get their claim, or somebody heart transplant, or somebody's mother, or somebody that didn't get their cancer benefits, or something like that. Was it something like that, or was it even higher up to the point to where it was, of course, some money involved it was another CEO, or I mean, it's it raises a lot of questions of what I'm saying. I mean, who would want this guy assassinated, and why? Was it his wife for insurance? His wife could have sent somebody after his ass, you know what I'm saying? Because she got tired of him, you know what I'm saying, and wanted to go ahead and get that insurance money off of him. It could have been any of that stuff, so I mean, but as far as my opinion on it, hey, it's a bad thing. It shouldn't have happened, but like AJ said earlier, people get shot in the street all day, every day. People get murdered every day. It's probably somebody getting shot right now. So I mean, it ain't that really important to me that he's a CEO, whoever the fuck he was. He ain't nobody kin to me, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I don't care about people dying, but hey, he's just another number.
Well, I'll give a take if anybody else want to go. Anybody else want to take it before I get my little take?
Go ahead, brother.
Well, just respond on what MJ said, man. I mean, if the man may have blood on his hands, if he's the CEO, he's definitely making a policy in his company, which is the number one, I believe, either number one or one of the number one healthcare insurance companies in the world. And so I believe they deny, the stats are, every 2 out of every 3 of their claims, or 1 out of every 3, I think it's 2 out of every 3 of their claims they deny. So these are people. I knew a friend girl of mine allegedly that worked for UnitedHealthcare at a call center, man, and she would come home crying and depressed, and like this, it almost drove her into a deep depression. She had to quit the job because she had to tell those people that they couldn't cover this medication. These old people that they couldn't cover this and couldn't cover that. That she would come home bawling out, crying, and it affected her mental health. And so I can imagine what people are going through that would make people that, like, the man got blood on his hands. Now, that being said, far as the shooting itself, I believe that it was probably a professional hit. Now the question is, was it a disgruntled, son or something like that, or somebody parent that died, or what I'm saying, or was it a hit from the top with a political hit, or another CEO that wanted them dead? The question is, like MJ said, why would they want him dead? Was he finna turn? Was he finna turn from heel to a good guy and expose what was really going on? You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I would think that the higher ups would want him dead, if he's not playing ball along with him anymore. But it definitely was a professional hit. The gunman did approach him, and he had I think CJ wanted to speak to this point, but he had stuff written on his bullets, and he also he had a silencer. Now the specific silencer that he had was a modified homemade silencer, because if it was a one that you brought out from the stores, these things are being tracked by the the FDA. I mean, by the whatever federal agency that tracks the weapons. It's highly it's like almost 0 to 1. It's like 99 to 1 that somebody would use this illegal weapon in the shooting because they're able to be traced. So I'm thinking that it was a homemade silencer. And with those homemade silencers, it makes the gun jam because the gun can't rack back properly. And so that's why he approached him. He shot, like he already knew, if y'all seen the footage, like he already knew that the gun was going to jam. He already anticipated that. He shot once, racked it, shot again, cleaned it, chambered it again. Like he had the whole thing planned out. Then he approached him and shot him in the back of the head. And so it was definitely a professional hit. And my other question I wanted to pose to the chat, if y'all want to ask him a minute to bring this up, if y'all give me a second. If you take a closer look at this guy's face, dare I say, do you think he's wearing a prosthetic mask or prosthetic, face mask or something? Just take a good look. That's a throw off. They said that was his only time he took his mask off. Man, look at that. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's a good question. It could be one of those masks that they making these days. They look so real.
Well, look at his face. Look at it.
Hell, he's
Anybody want? Yeah, well, you can smile with the masks. We all seen Jim Carrey, the mask. You can smile with them and all like that. I'm talking about the cheekbones, the nose. It look over exaggerated, and the skin is pale and everything like that. Now, if this is a professional hitman, why would he show his face? Even for 1 minute in the slip, like they said in the news, the lady at the hostel where he was allegedly staying at asked him to take his mask off. I guess he was in a weak moment. He was flirting with her and took his mask down. If you're a professional hitman, ain't no way, man. But if you play these games like these hitmen and these higher ups and these CIA people do to get you off their track, man, I know I'm gonna go ahead and show this face mask one good time. Man, that man might be black under that mask or Chinese or anything. You know what I mean? All he got to do is wear some hand gloves that's pink and everything, and you never know.
Or it could be a disgruntled grandson that don't give a fuck and want his face showed.
Right.
Hey, look, whoever the pastor they put in there to say it's that person, we'll find out. I mean, just like with the guy that they accused of having the magical shot that killed JFK. Everything can be said about it. It is what it is. And that guy's name, I'll give you that in a minute. Somebody else go ahead and chime in if they want to.
CJ or Ziggy. I see Ziggy, did you just unmute? My bad. Go ahead, dog.
I go ahead and take it. I can. My take on it, it kind of almost looked like it wasn't even a male anymore. At that point, from the photo, it kind of looked like a female almost from the grin, but with the sharp edges on the face feature, the facial features. Excuse me. But yeah. My take on it, like you said, a professional hitman probably would have never shown their face, even if it was anything else going on. They know to get out of the city or whatever before they do anything. But I mean, who's to say, human error? You know what I'm saying? That's how people, get unlucky, and cops get be on you. Sooner or later, more technology coming available where you don't have privacy anymore. So police can pretty much invade your privacy with cameras and pictures and everything, video, and it's saying you're gonna incriminate yourself, or just got to be careful. And what I'm saying, of course, everybody, what I'm saying, not trying to do anything incriminating. It's just certain situations happen at some point in time, and it's gonna be at some point in time somebody was seeing everything. It was a saying, it's always somebody watching. So can't throw the rocks and hide your hands. So, what I'm saying, just if you do get caught, what I'm saying, you gotta man up to it. If you choose to walk that good path, what I'm saying, hats off to everybody. That's what's up. What I'm saying, I'm right there with you. But like I said, it's people out there that do, that do dirt, and that they, I guess eventually, I guess they'll be judged by 12. You just never know.
I just want to chime in real quick and say the Brian Thompson was the CEO, worth about $42.9 million. He made about $10.2 million last year. He's been a CEO for the last 3 years. He got promoted to that position in 2021. So I mean, whatever his agenda, whoever he may have pissed off, where the claim was done, who knows? We'll find out. It'll be something that be of some interest. It wasn't. It damn sure is this for the largest and for to go with your point, Skinny. UnitedHealthcare is the largest private owned as far as insurance warranty company when it comes to medical on the medical side. I deal on service on automotive, so it's a similarity with Junior. Basically, UnitedHealthcare is you got insurance, you got an extended warranty on your car. That's the type of thing that UnitedHealthcare does. They approve different work or different insurance and stuff. Things happen, but there's criteria. Everything always is in a defined contract. Unfortunately, for some of us, we don't like to. Not us. I'm not saying anyone here, but just saying in general, people do not like to read the fine print. There's certain criteria that have to be met. I deal with people that come in and say, hey, I need to get this here done on this particular product, and they don't have the correct paperwork as far as having the preventive maintenance. A lot of things happen that you have to be aware that it's self accountability. If you out there smoking cigarettes, and you develop lung cancer, it's not somebody else's fault. It's your fault. If you're drinking and you have liver problems, that's your fault. It could be a chemical imbalance, but there's things that
I hate to interrupt you, Ray, since you're on the spiel, but let me ask you this question since you're going on that point. Do you think UnitedHealthcare is a good company? And your personal, opinion on their practices of their business, on their practices?
They provide jobs. They provide, insurance for people that pay in. So I believe that they're just like any other Fortune 500 company that's out here. They provide jobs. They provide.
I'm talking about, but their bottom line. I mean, what I mean by good, okay, we know they're profitable, but I'm saying, are they providing a good service for helping people? They specifically do elder people. Are they providing a good service where they're really trying to help the people, or you think they're more for their bottom line and their stockholders and their money?
They're all every company. They are just like any other company. They are trying to put out a good product. At the same time, they are in guard of their bottom line. Now, sometimes the decisions that come down to the bottom line doesn't suit everyone that's affected.
Has a policy with them. You got a policy. You just answered your own question while you went on that retarded ass spiel talking about.
I didn't go on a retarded spiel. If you couldn't understand it, then that means that you understand it.
You didn't read the bottom line. Man, you sound like an insurance shield, man.
If you don't understand what you're signing your line on, that's your fault. That's not my fault. If you don't read, that's not my fault. That's your fault.
Yeah.
That's anywhere. It doesn't matter. That if you sign up for a bank account and you don't understand what the yield is on your bank account, then that's your fucking fault. That's not mine. So if you want to talk about
why you personalizing it? Look, you're personalizing it about you, man.
Not to interject real quick though, SG. This time I happen to agree with Ray, man. That's called regulation, man. Every company has to have regulations and things that you have to do to ensure your bottom line. And that's what he's saying. Like things that are in the fine print, like he's saying, he said it kind of harshly, but those things are in the fine print. Like if you smoking cigarettes and you catch lung cancer, the cigarette pack has a label on it that says you could get lung cancer from smoking this shit. So then some insurance companies might say, oh, you smoking cigarettes, it's got a label on it, you got lung cancer, we can't cover your dumb ass. And you
get a higher premium. And you get a higher premium.
So these are things they put in their insurance, right? To cover their bottom line.
But we're not talking about just stuff like cigarettes, man. We talking about these people will cut you off for anything that they can find not to pay out. And I had a lot of people coming to me, man, that are medical professionals.
Everybody
And
does.
hold on, let
That's
me finish, man. Let me finish.
anything, SG. That's the
Hold on,
Everybody
bro. Hold on,
does.
bro.
they'll cut
It
you
didn't
on a
got
bill
so
for your
bad
light
with
bill. What
insurance
you
where you got
mean?
doctors quit. Man, hear me out. Hear me out. I have actually done my research.
The
Hear me out.
auto advance people, if he don't pay you, they're gonna come get your car. What you mean?
That ain't what we're talking
Exactly.
about, man. We're talking, let me finish. We're talking about health professionals, doctors saying, you know what? I don't even want to do practice anymore because these insurance companies don't want to pay for anything. People getting sued. I mean, the whole medical industry is going to shit right now, man. The insurance companies don't want to pay for anything, bro. And that's what I'm saying, man. This is they don't do it like that in other countries, man. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
This stuff
Okay.
this
Ray,
stuff.
you
Hold
know
on, let
the
me
one
finish.
doctors.
second, right
This
quick,
is
Ray.
let me finish. Let me
Hold on,
finish. Let me finish.
hold
Let
on,
me
Ray.
finish. Let
Hold
me
on,
finish.
Ray.
You can go. Let me finish. I believe that these companies are predatory, man. And I believe that a lot of other people, if you, I'm not talking about people that smoke or people that didn't read the fine print. I'm talking about the old grandmama that's trying to get her prescription filled. And they had to change a policy, and she don't know how the hell she gonna get her prescription anymore. These people are predatory, and if they don't change, it's gonna be put it like this. I wonder how the Illuminati group chat went this week because they're
Hey,
trying to see
hey,
who
Look,
next.
Can
look,
I,
a song
hey,
come to
hey,
mind.
hey,
Ray,
A
let me
song
hey,
go.
come
hey,
to
look.
mind.
Ray,
Let me
Song
say this
come to
real
mind.
quick.
hold on,
Let me say
Ray.
this real
Let me
quick.
go.
If
Let me
it
say.
ain't about
Insurance
money,
is a
Let me say this
scam.
real fast. Let me say this real
Insurance is a
fast.
billion-dollar entity. It's a scam from
Doctors,
healthcare
nigga
to,
ain't getting none.
I mean, come
doctors,
on, man. What you
doctors are
mean?
just like automotive technicians. They recommend certain things
Right.
that you got to agree with or you don't agree with. If you decide to get that work done, that's because that doctor recommended it, and that's the technician that's working on your body. Now, all the times that you get certain things done is not necessarily what you need to get done, and some prescriptions are not necessarily good for your ass to take. But you have to be the one to say, I'm gonna put this in my body, or I'm gonna allow you to do this to my body. You don't have, the doctor can only make recommendations. It's not that you have to do it. The insurance company, which is UnitedHealthcare, can say, hey, they agree with the doctor or they don't agree with the doctor. That's
Them the
their
ones making
opinion.
regulation. The insurance
Exactly.
company.
Exactly. You got to make a decision as a consumer what the fuck you are reading and signing off on. If you think that you got bumper to bumper fucking coverage and you don't because you think that the damn tire or the battery is fucking bumper to bumper, no, it's not. You're going to wear and tear that fucking shit up. You put that rubber on that tire on the fucking road, it is going to wear out. You do not get that in fucking warranty and get it for free unless you bought some type of plan to go with that fucking tire. It's just the same thing. Like if you don't have dental insurance and you go out there and knock your fucking tooth out and you don't have that coverage, that means that you got to pay out of pocket for your tooth to be replaced. It's not on the insurance company. It's not, it just is what it is. Just like with your car. If you have insurance and you have a wreck, but you don't have uninsured motors and it's somebody else's fault, that means that the uninsured motor is responsible, but you got to take them to court. But in the same time, you got to pay for your vehicle to get fixed. Not the motherfucker that's goddamn right there in front of you, unless you're gonna whoop his ass and
Well,
take his money. That's
so
still, it is
so
what it is.
so with all your examples, Mr. Professor, let's go ahead and bring it back towards what we're talking about. This guy was assassinated for what reason? You know what I'm saying? Or
We don't know
was he
yet.
assassinated? Or was he assassinated? I'm just kind of throwing that out rhetorically
Right.
again because I want to transition to one of the other guys. I know CJ is probably waiting patiently. Let him give his take, but I do want to say this: the reason why I agree with a lot of what you're saying is because I work in the AC industry, and in the industry they have a lot of regulation on warranties, and there's a lot of like the small print on warranties, and it's the same thing, and it's the same
Right.
thing in the medical field. If you don't have your AC checked or you don't change your filter and your unit
Right.
goes out within the warranty
Right.
time, the manufacturer has the right to deny your warranty. So,
Exactly.
but I'll let somebody else go.
Yeah. Please chime in, CJ, Spider, Ziggy, AJ, one of y'all.
Yo. My take on that, man. I'm gonna start with the original thing. The CEO for the company, it had to be a hit because the person took the time to engrave the shells with, you know, little derogatory statements targeted at the gentleman. Also, he went to the coffee shop. He had his face. He or she had their face covered. I believe they had a mask on. The one that uh, SG has as the background. I believe that is some type of skin mask. And this person went around the corner and jumped on an e-bike and then rode off into the park where they knew it was no cameras at. So this was something that was planned out down to the T of the escape route. So I'm figuring that this was more of a type of hit, and it goes back to some of the points that MJ and the professor was mentioning. I spend $150, $200 on this insurance every month, and then I get to the counter to pick up whatever I'm picking up, and here they telling me I have to pay more money, and my insurance was supposed to cover that. It does go back to reading the fine print.
Oh,
It also goes back to you being a due diligent to understand what we're
and
signing
they bring
prior to
this.
signing. So
Oh my God! Did y'all see Kansas City just win? I'm sorry, my bad, CJ. They just rigged the shit out of this. Kansas City just won. My bad. I apologize.
Oh,
Let me
that's
mute.
crazy, man. He missed it and
I mean,
made it
they
a
just
thank
won,
you,
bro.
Professor,
touchdown.
for cutting me off.
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
thank you for both of y'all getting off topic. But thank you for letting us know who won this Sunday night football game, and we'll hit that topic if we get a chance as well. But
Me, I thought
this
you was the
was
damn Eagle.
definitely something planned. Uh, can I finish my point? Thank you. But like I was saying, this had to be something coordinated and planned out, and for the gun to misfire and you correct the action very quickly and to finish doing your due. This is somebody that's very familiar with firearms as well. So that's something that the detectives and things are looking into, because this was something that was organized. This is not some flunky just waiting outside drunk just trying to kill somebody. No, this is not that. So that's just gonna be my topic on that. My point on that, and I'll leave it in the good brother's hands to proceed with the conversation.
Excellent point, bro. Excellent point. Excellent point. And my apologies. I didn't want to try to interrupt you when I stated what I said about the Kansas City Chiefs. Uh, I did say though, I did have to say this though. I thought the Eagles was your team, but we'll worry about that later. Whether it was a hit or not, I mean, it definitely looked like some professional actions were taking place. But whether it was a hit or not, whether it was a enthusiastic person or motivated person, whether that took place or not, as far as that, but we do know we had a loss of life, and it happened on camera, and it was somebody that had some importance. That was a CEO of a major company in this country, and whether we wanted to see that or not, his family is definitely affected, and that business is also, that corporation is also affected by this murder that took place. And we just, our hearts and prayers, go out to the family and to everything, and hopefully some type of justice will be brought for Brian Thompson. And it's very unfortunate. Anybody else have anything else you want to say? If
No, I
not, we
second
can move
that.
to
I
next.
second that. I agree with that, Professor. I like that you said that. I appreciate that. But I agree with that.
Yeah. If anybody else don't have anything to say about Mr. Thompson's demise, we'll just go ahead to the
Well,
next.
I'll go ahead and give my little quick final take on it. RIP to that man, bro, and RIP to everybody that that probably done died at the hands of these shady insurance companies and stuff. I mean, like, if we're the fine print or not, they all for profit, and they worry about their bottom line, not your heart line, and we know that it's fact. And whatever the case is, insurance is a scam all the way from the door. And final take on the assassination, it was a targeted, in my opinion, it was a targeted hit. It wasn't, I don't think it was a disgruntled grandson or anything. I believe that's a throw off. I believe it was a hit from the higher ups. He pissed the wrong person off. He was going to whistle blow on something. He wanted to probably change a policy. He pissed the wrong person off. It was a targeted hit from a professional from the higher ups. And dare I say, in an Illuminati meeting and on a group chat, they all probably wondering, hey, man, what happened? I hope I ain't green lighted next. They probably texting each other right now trying to figure out what happened. So that's just how this stuff goes when you got higher ups. And my final point is, there's going to be a lot of more stuff coming down the pipeline with these CEOs and these politicians being held accountable. I'm not advocating for anyone being murdered down in the streets, but goddamn, like AJ famously said, niggas get shot every day, B. That's my final take.
Remember one thing we want to remember, everybody out there that's viewing us and stuff. This is entertainment, and this is only our opinions. This is not facts of everybody's opinions. Everybody doesn't feel that, the same way that we do. So we just want to make sure we put that out there, that disclaimer, that everybody has their own opinions and entitled to their own opinions. And again, we wish the best for everybody out there in this community that we share. Moving forward, we're going to talk about the switching gears, rather. We're going to talk about the JSU Tigers. My university, I love. Want y'all to see that. If y'all can see that on the screen, you can put me on the big screen so everybody can get a shot of that. Yeah. Want to just give a shout out to the JSU Tigers. They are the current SWAC champions. You know what I'm talking about? Handled our business, and we back, baby. One monkey don't stop the show, or one thing don't stop this train. Just because Dion came down and got his glorification with us, and he put us on the map to a new degree, and we put him on the map to where he at now. We want to send shout out to the Deion Sanders family. They doing their thing in Colorado, but we here. We doing our thing. We still here. I love JSU Sonic Boom. We in the building. What's up?
Hell yeah. Shout out to the SWAC champs, man. Yeah. From the hometown, man, Jacktown. We love to see that for sure, man. Anytime that the team can do something like that, man, it's always good for the city. And I know everybody celebrate, all that stuff like that. But it's good. It's good to be put on the map for something, to be the SWAC champs or whatever kind of champ, And also, I like it for the fact that we done got it out to Dion on the left, because
right.
It just, you would think that it'd be a while, like we were gonna go on the slump, but it ain't been that long. What has it been, about 2 years, if that long? So but shout out to the city, man, for the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll chime in right quick. Yeah, man, I feel like them boys was well deserved. Like you said, one monkey don't stop no show. Dion, I think Dion did what he wanted to do, man. He came in and he juiced them boys up. He hyped them up. He brought a more level of professionalism to them. And I don't know if he ended up taking all the good pit players with him when he left, but it made more people want to go to JSU. It brought more spotlight on him. So I think he did what he really set out to do, man. He turned them up, and then, he went for the money, but he still left a legacy. I think his legacy still carried on, his hard work ethic, and and bringing that what they call it, a program to a more higher level. So I think it's all in grand scheme of things. I think Dion smiling, and he had a hand in that too.
That's right. As Dion would like to say, you look good, you play good. You look good, you feel good, you play good. That's his motto, and that's what JSU went out there and did. We look good, we felt good, we played good. We the champs. We ought to have that song. We are the champs playing, but I ain't trying to hear that.
We're good. We good.
Just a real quick roundup on the NFL tip. My Titans, unfortunately, have been eliminated from the playoffs. I want to send a shout out to my boy AJ, them Green Bay Packers. They had an excellent game by losing. The Eagles, they still garbage, but they did win. Also, we saw that Kansas City had a last-second win with a field goal that bounced off of the goalpost but went in. You still got to go through Kansas City, no matter what. That boy Mahomes out there, you got to go through Kansas City. They the champs. They're defending champs right now, 2 years in a row. They're looking to put that third year banner up. I don't give a damn if the Eagles get out the NFC or if the Cowboys. Well, shit, not the Cowboys. Never make it. Green Bay Packers definitely won't be there. It don't matter if they're there or not. Detroit Lions, it don't matter if they're there or not. Kansas City going to go through all of them. I mean, they don't have to win by blowout numbers. They're just going to be the team that, going to persevere at the end. Baltimore ain't got a chance. I like Lamar, Jackson. I think he's a hellified athlete, hellified quarterback. He got unfortunately he got my running back Derrick Henry, who is washed up, so we're not too mad at that. But Baltimore is, they suspect. The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking very impressive. If y'all haven't been keeping up with them, they're looking very impressive. But again, they're gonna run into that buzzsaw called Kansas City Chiefs, and it is what it is. Yeah, that's my take.
Hey, let's let the other guys react to the hometown man win, man. If anybody, CJ, Ziggy, Spotty, y'all got a reaction to that though.
Talk
Oh
about
yeah,
JSU.
man! Congratulations out to the JSU Tigers and Coach Taylor for an impressive win yesterday. They started out slow, but in the second half, they just completely overwhelmed them. Halftime was 10-7, and after the halftime, JSU came out and just took care of business. So I just want to congratulate them on going to Atlanta again, and want them to get the victory this time. Um, to SG's point, Dion did come. He set a high standard, and I think Taylor is carrying on that standard. A lot of recruits are coming in, as a result of being spotlighted those 2 years. So I think it was a great thing for the city. Switching up topics as far as the NFL, it was a great week. I think I hit every win. I think I hit every game minus that. It was one upset. I think I lost today. I want to say it was Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo let me down against the Rams today, but I picked every other game off. I picked 12 out of 13 this week, so I did pretty good. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you
pass
did.
it out to some of the other boys and see what they got to take on sports this week.
What's up with it, AJ?
What's up?
Ziggy, you want to talk about them Steelers, how they put the whooping on the Browns? Ziggy, I know you're in there, Ziggy.
If he don't want to talk about it, I'll talk about it for him. It wasn't too bad of a whooping, but because they almost lost, they tried to get a game away. They tried to give it back to James Winston. They tried their damnedest. Russell
27
Wilson played great.
fourth. What you mean they almost lost? 27-7 in the fourth quarter.
You didn't watch the game. That's what that means. Because that score got you a little, iffy, whatever. Because you didn't watch the game. You gotta watch the game. Sometimes the score is not the real telling factor. The score can always look a certain way, but you got to watch the game and see the body language and see how the plays were playing out. They tried to get that game away. They tried. Their defense definitely tried, but some mistakes from the Cleveland Browns. Just they kept making mistakes. They kept making mistakes.
Don't find a way to lose, man. I mean, it's in their DNA.
Yeah, I agree. That definitely is that. It's Cleveland. That's just city of Cleveland. They know how to lose. That's for damn sure.
They ain't won shit since they ain't been shit since LeBron James.
They won shit when they had LeBron James.
That's a fact.
Regardless of what you guys are talking, they did receive a championship, their first one, because of LeBron James.
Kyrie Irving for sure.
Because of LeBron James.
Kyrie I'm like Skip Bayless. Kyrie Irving, got to say that man career.
Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving. Don't forget that. I don't agree with Skip Bayless. I'm just saying Kyrie
let's
Irving.
talk about the eliminated Titans and the Cowboys that don't even have a chance. This we talking about LBJ. Let's stick to the NFL.
Yeah. You don't want to invoke LBJ losing self.
Hey,
yeah,
listen,
you're right
listen.
though.
Right.
You're right though. NFL man was a good week, but we got to talk about that big game. Professor, you say that it was a field goal that hit off the goalpost. Did it go in?
Yeah, it went in. That's what was crazy about it. They hit the goalpost. It hit the left goalpost and bounced in.
Who they was playing again?
The Chargers. They ended up winning their division. Okay. They ended up winning their division because of this game. They beat the Chargers, who is in their division. They got the Raiders, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos in the same division, and they end up winning their division tonight. So they in the playoffs definitely.
Okay, that's
they
what's
number
up.
one seed.
Like you said, all roads go through KC again.
All roads go through KC. And as far as the despising comment about my Titans, we just trying to get first place in the NFL pick. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get first pick. That's all. You know, we in a rebuild season this year. That's all. We in a rebuild. And we'll be back next year.
I thought the Cowboys buying for that pick. Hold on, that's what we doing. Hold up.
The Cowboys gonna get one. I mean, I don't know.
We want Shador, man. We need Shador.
We going for Shador first. We going for him first. We want the package deal.
We crashed out.
I don't think Shador would like to come anywhere near Nashville or Dallas.
Hey, sorry, I would say he'll go to Dallas before he go to fucking Nashville. Though.
I say this. This is our pitch right now as a Titans fan. Go and put me on the big screen real quick so I can send a shout out to Dion. Look, come on down to Nashville, be a Titan. You'll be close to Jackson State again. You know what I'm saying? You'll be closer to Jackson State if you was here versus being out there in Dallas. Fuck Dallas. Jerry Jones ain't trying to put no money in the team. We'll give you the whole team. You'll be the GM, the head coach. Hell, you can be a wide receiver if you want to again. We just want you here and bring Shador, bring Shiloh, bring Travis Hunter, bring the damn Colorado Buffaloes to the damn NFL if you need to. We just want you to come on down and be a part of this Titans. You know what I'm saying? The phrase go tighten up.
That's the thing, because I don't think nobody want to go play in Nashville. I don't even think nobody
want to go play. It's called Cashville.
Man,
like he said, I think they'd rather go to Dallas than Nashville, man. I mean,
hey,
I'm sorry, brother. I ain't trying to blemish you, but I'm sorry, brother. Who want to go down there and play?
The star is overrated. Nobody want to play for that 5-point star. We want to see real. We want to see a real team. You know, somebody.
Right here, boy.
You know, I just stated the obvious. You know, it's a fact. It's not a fiction. But you know what I'm saying. You know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying. The Cowboys are more of America's team than the Titans are right now. But come on down, Tion. Come on down. You know what I'm saying. Come on down. And we'll give you the keys to the city. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like country music that much, but maybe you will. And we wear cowboy hats out there too. So you'll fit right on in.
You can kill that pitch. You can go ahead and kill that pitch for the night, man. Because ain't nobody trying to hear that. Shador ain't going nowhere near Nashville. Nowhere.
If we get a number one pick, you better watch out.
That's probably the only way y'all gonna get him.
I think if y'all get number one pick, he gonna stay another year in college football.
He ain't gonna stay another year. It's over with. It's time to go.
What'd you say? He gonna do the Bronny James, huh? He gonna do the Bronny James. Look, if y'all pick me, I'm going to fucking England to play.
He can do whatever he want to do, but damn it, Travis Hunter getting that Heisman over Shador, so he ain't got no other choice but to get his ass out of college. As long as he playing alongside him.
Travis Hunter getting that Heisman, that's what's up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and they say Saquon can win the MVP this year. Ain't that right, CJ? They say Saquon, he got chances to win the MVP this year, but you know they're gonna give it to a quarterback.
Not if he breaks 2,000 yards. Not if he go over 2,000 yards, they got to give it to him.
We'll see, man. We'll see. All right, but y'all know how it go, man. We getting to that point where we gotta wrap it up, man. We always want to talk about sports, man, but we ran the NFL, but our main thing was to talk about was the JSU, man. JSU, the swag champ. So yeah, you know, shout out to the city again, man, for doing that. I appreciate that, man, because it always feels good when we win something like that. And just like CJ said, new coach, man, taking the helm and doing this thing, man, and keeping the winning, you know, keeping the team a winning team. That's always appreciated. And you know, and shout out to everybody who's here tonight, man. Also, I always say we're gonna have to start saying this at the beginning too. We're gonna give 100 to we're gonna give a little prize to our subscribers coming up real soon, man. We're gonna give a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? It might be 100, it might be more than that. But we need to get to 500. Once we get to 500, we're gonna draw a name. And like I said, it ain't gonna be now one of us. We're gonna make sure y'all get it. So like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta even like. Once you sub up, we're gonna choose from them 500s and we're gonna make sure it's a nice prize. But shout out to everybody in the cast tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for being here.
I might spend that $100 on lotto tickets. Shit, I need that $100. Shit.
Yeah. and niggas in hell need cold water.
Yeah, our names, like I said, our names won't be in the hat.
Right. Like I said, niggas in hell need ice cold water, so we ain't worried about that. Great show tonight, guys. Just we're real quick wrap up. We talked about 3 great topics. We talked about the preemptive pardons with the current president right now. We talked about the assassination with the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, and we also just recently finished up. We're talking about the SWAC champs, JSU, Sonic Boom in the South. You know what I'm saying? Great show. Anybody got anything they want to add to it? If not, I guess you can let the music ride, baby.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Jacktown, man. We represent, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, subscribe to the podcast, everybody, man. And it is what it is, like they say.
Put your M's up, baby. Put your M's up.
Well, I'll be glad when Biden get out of office, man. We make it, boy. There's so much stuff coming down the pipeline, and y'all said it, man. Forget that CEO, man. Niggas die every day. It's real.
But that's his opinion. He's just a hater.
My opinion. Yeah, man. Make sure your car insurance straight.
Trump 2024. Trump 2024, baby.
Obama. Bring back Obama.
Hot dog party, piece of cake. For everybody. Free Alex Jones.